Also new at 5 tonight, a high school on lockdown as police try tracking down 2 burglars in a Hueytown subdivision. They were believed to be armed.
Now here's what you really want to know. A tip led police to these crooks before they could get out of the neighborhood. That tip came from a neighbor. WIAT 42 News reporter Paris Solomon arrived at that neighborhood right after this happened. She's live in the newsroom with reaction from people who live in that area. Parrish?
Sherry, this was pretty unusual. I went to a crime scene and people there told me they were feeling safer. That's because police are giving credit to one of their neighbors for helping catch 2 criminals. People who live in Virginia Ridge tell me neighbors here don't just know each other, they take care of each other.
We don't have really an official neighborhood watch, but all of our neighbors are watching out for us.
That unofficial neighborhood watch was put to the test Thursday morning. Zach Watts says one of his neighbors looked out their window and saw 2 men they didn't know at the house next door.
They saw them walk up to the front porch, ring the doorbell, walk back, get in their truck and back it up to the garage door. Next thing they saw was fishing poles and big screen TV coming out of the garage door.
Police say that neighbor called them right away and officers were in the neighborhood before the burglars could leave.
Before the individuals were able to leave the subdivision, we were able to block the vehicle in.
Police Chief Chuck Hagler says they knew the 2 men had stolen guns from the house. So they put Hueytown High School, which is right next door, on lockdown until they could capture them both. Chief Hagler says if it hadn't been for that neighbor's phone call, they may have never solved this burglary.
If nobody calls us, we find out when the people get home from work. It would have been hours. The neighbors are the reason that the bad guys are in jail and these people got their stuff back.
It makes me feel safe because even when we're not home, we still have people watching, and we have neighbors that aren't worried about being called nosy. They just want to make sure we're safe.
Now, Chief Hagler says that those 2 burglars dumped their car when they saw officers and ran away, but they were able to capture them both with some help from some dog teams. One of them is 17. He is in juvenile detention tonight. The other is 18 and is in jail on burglary and theft charges. In the newsroom, Paris Solomon, WIAT 42 News, coverage you can count on.